We all go through times where we take a little break from working out or being in the gym. And getting back into it is the hardest part. And I actually just went through a little lifting rut right now. I was kind of overreaching and I burnt out a little bit, but that's a whole different story. Today we have a full body routine and I wanted to show you how I kind of get back into the swing of things, how I structure my workout and my mindset around all of this. Because the fact is you will go through lifting ruts throughout your career. And so being able to learn how to approach that is going to be very important. And I wish I would have known these things, especially earlier on in my career. It would have helped me stay a lot more consistent on my journey. So I hope that you can get that from this video. So let's get into it. We should probably start off with some like big picture thinking stuff. And the way that I like to approach getting back into the gym is not expecting myself to just go 1,000%, which is what most people do, especially if they feel like, oh, I need to make up for the lost time. So I actually just go in with the intention to get back into the habit. And that shifts your perspective and it just makes it a little bit easier for you to actually get into the gym because no one wants to go in there and expect to be absolutely dead and for you to be like killing yourself. It's just not a pleasant experience. So I pare the volume down. I'm doing 2 sets and I don't even really have a set plan. I have a light structure that I like to follow. Essentially, I just pick 1 to 2 exercises per muscle group and I'll do 2 sets. And it really just depends on what I want to work on that day. Because again, what I'm really just focusing on is getting back into the habit of lifting. So I'll actually leave a link in the description to a workout program template that you can download to follow if you are new to this. The reason why I'm able to do this is I'm a little bit farther along in my journey. So I know what exercises to pick. I know the movement patterns to pick from. So if you need some help, the link will be down in the description so you can download that. But right now I'm going to start with chest press, bench press, and yeah. We're just doing some warm-up sets or workout sets. And again, the goal isn't to absolutely obliterate yourself. The goal or the objective, what it's going to look like is I'll probably stay close to one, maybe 2 to 3 RIR or reps in reserves. That means at the end of my sets, I'll be able to do 2 or 3 more reps, just to keep the intensity down a little bit. And as I get back into my routine, obviously the intensity will pick back up, but that's kind of what we're doing right now. So warm up set. Here we go. Set up. And it's really important to treat your warm up sets or your workup sets like a working set. So with intention. So come up. You want to think about having your chest up like there's a string pulling it towards the ceiling. And you want to come down and up. Is this the most optimal way to approach all of this? And will this get you the best gains? No. Actually, I would argue maybe because if you get back in the gym, you have a lot more results than you not getting in at all, right? And the thing about that is like, if you came in and you pushed your intensity and you absolutely crushed yourself, the DOMs that you'll experience or the soreness that you'll experience will be so high that maybe you won't come back, right? And then it's this never-ending cycle. So I would much rather you lower the intensity, get back in the gym, get back into the habit, and move on. First working set is this the most flattering angle? I don't know, but I'm not a cinematographer, guys. I am just here working out, hopefully helping you guys. So here we go. First working set. Big breath, brace, and lift up. Ooh. I like to start my workouts with bench press because chest is the area that I've always lacked. So it's typically when I approach this, it's going to be my first exercise. So that's another way to structure this, right? Is really thinking about what body parts do you want to focus on most, and making sure that you put that in the front of your workouts compared to in the back. Because in the beginning of your workout, you're going to be the freshest, you're going to be the most ready to attack it. So why not put your priorities there, right? So we got one more working set, and then we'll probably move on to some shoulders. Ooh, nice. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and find some shoulders to do. So the next movement we landed on is going to be a standing barbell overhead press. Why did we decide to go with this? I don't know, because I wanted to do it. This is more of a compound movement, and if we're going with the theme of easing our way into it, maybe that doesn't align with it as well. I was going to actually just do a seated dumbbell overhead press, but I decided why not just go with this? Again, we're still gonna keep the intensity low, but yeah, we'll get into this key sets and then we'll move on. I love the barbell overhead press because it is such a full body movement. The one thing about that is you don't want to have your back curving in so much. You're going to put unnecessary pressure on the lower back. So again, keeping everything controlled, keeping the weight at a comfortable place, that will always keep you the safest. But all right, so we have rested a full 2 minutes. So we're gonna do our last working set.
There, perfect.
Oh, let's do this. Oh my god, the camera might be a little bit too close to me. Whatever, we'll roll with it. Here we go. Chin action. All right. So core tight. Press again, making sure we're not overextending our lower back. Control. See if we can get 2 more. Oh. 1 more. That last one. It's a little bit of a grind. Oh, so that's it. I am done with that. I'm probably gonna go ahead, try to find a back movement. So the way that I'll probably separate it is lats and my upper back and traps. So maybe 2 movements. I'll do a row and then some type of vertical pull. So either a lat pull down or a pull up, probably a lat pull down, just because my elbow is a little bit funky. But anyways, I'm gonna re-rack everything and then we'll go to our next movement. We have found a lat pull down. Like I said, I have some elbow issues, and doing pull-ups, it puts a little bit too much strain on the elbow. I think I'm dealing with either tight lats or tighter forearms, but I'm still in the process of troubleshooting all of that. So lat pull downs, it is. I really love this movement for my lats, and something that I see a lot of people making a mistake is number one, not locking in, not locking into the seat. If you are shorter and your feet can't reach, put some plates down, step on it, but really lock in. That's going to allow you to move a lot more weight and thus get a better stimulus on the lats. Something also we don't want to do is too much of an arch, because then we get into upper lat or upper back territory instead of a more vertical up and down pull. So those are 2 common mistakes that I see. So if you're making them, hopefully you can make those changes. But let's get into our set. Yeah. And so when I was talking to you guys about overextending, it's like leaning back a little bit too much, and then you're getting a lot more upper back. Whereas again, if you are pushing your head through, Slow control coming down, controlling the movement all the way through, getting a really nice stretch in the lats right here. Again, coming back down, coming up, poking your head through. That right there is money. So we're gonna go ahead, do our set. See, even this, giving me some issues with the elbow. It's not too bad, but it is there. Whew. There we go. So we have one more set of the lat pull down, and then I don't know. I'm feeling more so maybe a leg movement. So either squats. I'll probably do squats instead of separating it and doing like quad extensions and leg curls. So I'll probably do squats just to save a little bit of time, but we'll see. Stay tuned. Also, if you guys need some accountability and support and someone to help guide you there with your training and with your nutrition, I'll leave my one-on-one coaching application down in the description as well. I'll also link my website so you can kind of get a sense of what the coaching process looks like and to get to know me a little bit more to decide if that's going to be the best thing for you. Ooh. Oh. Oh. There we go. So that is a prime example of, could I have done more? Sure, absolutely. Would that have probably been better for hypertrophy or building muscle? Of course. But again, the goal is to just kind of ease back into things. And I know from experience, every time I want to overshoot and push, especially coming back, it's always a lot harder for me to transition back. And that defeats the whole purpose of all of this, right? So, again, reiterating, chill, enjoy your time, right? And even if you have specific exercises or certain things you like to do, use this time to just do those things, right? It doesn't matter if it's not optimal or whatever. Main big picture, always remember the goal is to just get back in here because getting started is always the toughest part, right? So you got this. As far as what movement we have next, I'll actually probably do a leg extension and a hamstring curl. I know I said maybe I'll squat, but the barbell overhead press was a lot, and I think that's good enough for compounds for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do machine work. All right, no, I'm not in a roller coaster ride. I am actually here on the leg curl, and this is actually not a new machine, but this has been down in my gym for a few weeks, so the padding is new. It's actually pretty nice, so I'm excited. I'm gonna do some leg curls here, and then like I had mentioned, I'm gonna do some leg extension. So let's go ahead and get set up, and we'll get into our set. So same thing. I really like to make sure I'm locked in. And from here, so bring your heels into your butt, essentially. Again, everything nice, controlled, full range of motion. I like to come up and actually not let the weight rack. I had to make sure I'm recording. So I like to actually make sure that the weight isn't touching at the bottom just to increase that time under tension. Now, depending on your goals, maybe that wouldn't be right for you, but that's everything, right? You really have to see what your goals are and to pick the appropriate training methods, appropriate tools, reps, sets, tempo, all of that to reach your goals, right? Locked in to do my final set. They're playing some jams in my gym, but locking in, and my energy levels are actually kind of dipping. I didn't time my food well today. So what I'm gonna do is my next set for quad, because they are a strong point for me, I'm only gonna do one set and then we're gonna do a rowing movement, and then we will be done for the day. So that's kind of the thinking process behind all of that, and that's kind of why it's good to always put what you prioritize in the beginning of your workouts, and kind of titrate it that way. Is that even the right word to use? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna do my last set here, and then we got quad extensions after that. Let's go. Up. So again, full range of motion. Pump up. Oh. Two more. All right, there. Darshi blows. So that's gonna end that. I have to wait for a leg extension to open up, but that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. If I'm gonna wait around for quite some time, then I'll actually just do my rowing movement instead, and then I'll come back to that after. But let me know, when you're in the gym, do you go up to people and ask them how many more sets do they have, or do you just kind of do the creep around them and wait? Which one are you? Here we are, leg extensions. We found a machine, and I'm only gonna do one set, one good set. So I'll probably take this to one RIR, so a little bit more intense if we're only doing one, and then we're gonna go ahead and do our rowing movement. So same concepts here as we were doing the leg curls. Is I like to keep the time under tension, not allowing the stack to touch at the bottom of the movement, and then just continuing through with that, as you'll see. So let's go ahead, get into it, burn the quads up, and we'll move on. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Oh. All right, here we go. Whew. To be honest, that wasn't even one RIR. I did have a lot more in the tank, but I think that's good for now. So let's go ahead, figure out a rowing movement. I don't know if I'm gonna do a cable row. I'll probably do a cable row as opposed to like a dumbbell row or a barbell row, just because again, energy it's a little bit lower. So we'll do that, and that will be the end of the workout. And with the power of editing and video making, we are here for our last movement. I'm on the cable with a straight bar, which you'll see. And I did want to make this a little bit more upper back focused. So instead of using the close handle, I decided to go with a straight bar. I would have preferred to use two free D handles, but they don't have that right now in my gym, and I forgot to bring my own. So you make do with what you have. So that's the game plan again. Same 2 sets, and we're gonna call it a day. But yeah, let's go. I feel like I said that on every single movement, but I really don't know how to transition, guys. So please forgive me. I'm new to this, so let me know what you think. But let's go ahead, finish this movement, and then we'll head on home. So keeping chest tall, nice stretch in the back, pull up. Ooh. Ooh. Do one more. Whew. Okay, so 2 more sets. That we're done. Wow. We got 2 more. Last one. Oh. Whew. And that is a wrap. That is the workout for the day. And you probably noticed I didn't do any triceps, I didn't do any biceps. The idea, again, is that I work them through the other movements of the bigger compound lifts. So the rows, the chest press, the barbell overhead press, all of those will work triceps, biceps as well. So I didn't really feel the need to add in specific arm exercises. Now, again, the whole point is for you to get back into the gym as easily as possible. So if you love to do biceps and triceps, by all means, go ahead, add them into your day. But I hope that the main message can be was portrayed through this video, and I hope that this gives you a sense of the mindset around getting back into the gym. Again, it's not about optimizing your workouts or getting the most gains out of this. It's a habit thing, right? It's a mindset thing as well. The easier that you can make it to transition back into the gym, the more likely that you will get back into the gym. And that's really the name of the game, is how consistent can you be with all of this, and how fast can you get back on track when things fall off, because things will fall off. That's just life. You'll get sick, like things will happen, you'll get really busy, but as long as you can come back, that's the name of the game. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more health fitness content just like this, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and check out my channel for more videos just like this. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.